Excuse the lighting. I had to turn my big light off because, like, the glare. You see how my hand, like, the light is like. It was too much, honestly. Um, New hair, really cute. I digress. Okay, so I pulled some cards earlier and I let them sit here so that the energies can marinate. I asked Spirit last night, what is the topic of this YouTube video? And the topic is accountability. And I wrote some stuff down, like some points and stuff that I was making. I wrote accountability, another form of acceptance, because I am speaking about acceptance right now. Like, that's like a great place to start in a healing process, right? Acceptance. Um, so accountability is, in my opinion, in my perception, another form of accountability. Taking accountability is another form of acceptance. It says, recognize your part to play in your own misery. The other party can't be 100% to blame once you've decided to accept their toxic patterns into your life and into your energy. Now, the cards we pulled were the Two of Cups reverse, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, the Seven of Cups, the World card reverse, the Fool card, the Queen of Cups reverse, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And at the bottom of the deck, Justice in reverse. You know, this is very much so off rip, giving, I don't want to say like victim energy, but it's kind of like that. It's not victim energy to the point where people are actually like just left and right, just like doing shit. Like, it's victim energy in the sense that it's kind of become like your mannerisms. It's kind of become like your energy, right? But referring back to the messages I was talking about, it's like the other party can't be 100% to blame once you've decided to accept their toxic patterns into your life. It's like, at a certain point, we know, like, we don't like the way this feels. We don't want to be treated like this. And yet we continue to allow this person, this place, this energy to be in our lives, to tug at our own energy, and to have like a presence in our space. A lot of the times we feel like there's nothing we can do, there's no way out. But with the Seven of Cups here, it's like there are multiple ways. There are multiple ways out. There are multiple opportunities. And there's always opportunities. What we don't realize is that even when we feel like nothing is happening for us or anything like that, there's always doors out there that are waiting to be opened. Sometimes you just don't see that shit because you're blinded by the negative energy that you're in. And with the Fool card here, it's like, you know, you want different for yourself. You know, you want better for yourself. You may not feel worthy of it. You may not know how. And with the Two of Cups, obviously, it's always about a relationship. But I'm not going to spin it like that, okay? Two of Cups reversed, I'm going to spin it like this. You not being there for you. This don't have nothing to do with nobody else. We not pointing the fingers at nobody else, no source outside of yourself, none of that. It's time to point the finger inward. The finger's inward. What am I doing that is not in alignment with what I want? What can I do to change the trajectory of my life? You know, that's what this Two of Cups is. With this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, what can you do to see change, to seek a better outcome? Well, we can start with this Queen of Cups in reverse and this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You can start by giving yourself a little more love. And let's even take it back further. Let's start from the beginning. It's like when you find yourself in situations where things are just not going in your favor, you can get lonely. You can get very depressed. And I feel like that's where you are right now. And it's like, start with recognizing where it is that you are. The acceptance part of it. Okay. Accept where you are. I am depressed. Okay. And then you can start asking yourself further questions. Why am I depressed? First of all, look at why you're depressed, and then start asking yourself those questions. What can I do to better my situation, XYZ? I feel like whoever is watching this, I feel like your energy is scattered. Like you can't concentrate. I'm just like, my energy and my attention is being pulled everywhere. It's being pulled everywhere other than this reading. I'm getting goosebumps and chills everywhere. I kind of feel like maybe you're a little scared to make this leap, to embark on your healing journey. But listen, there is nothing to fear. The only thing that you need to fear is the fact that this shit is not going to change unless you make that change happen. We like to, referring back to the victimhood, it's like we like to blame. Well, so-and-so did this, and so-and-so keep doing this. Well, so-and-so is only in your life because you're allowing them to be. So-and-so is not, what's the word? They are not entitled to your energy. They are not entitled to a place in your life. You're giving that to them, rent free. And you have the power to say, no more. I want you out of my life. So ask yourself, what can I do? What can I do to I keep wanting to ask the same questions. Really sit there, take a notebook, piece of paper. You can use the notes in your phone, whatever you need to do. Sit there and have a conversation with yourself or with the universe out loud. What can I do? And write out a list of all of the things that are in your control, whether you feel like they're in your control or not. Saying no to certain things, taking certain things off your plate if you're overwhelmed, if you don't have enough energy to give to certain energies. Look at the relationships and the connections that you have outside of yourself. What connections are depleting me? Get rid of them. Or if it's not like that to the point where you need to get rid of them, what boundaries can you set? Okay, if it's a friend that's constantly calling you and just dumping on all this energy on you, and then they hang up and they don't even ask you, well, do you need to get something off your chest? Or they don't even ask you beforehand, where is your energy? I need to dump, or, I need some advice, etc., etc. This is what I started doing. Whenever I wasn't in the mood to talk to somebody, I wouldn't talk to somebody. I would get back to them whenever I was. And I would say, I would pick off where we left off. Like, hey, how are you feeling about XYZ? Even though they wanted to talk about it in that moment, I didn't have the energy to give to them in that moment. So I readdressed it. I didn't just go on about my business. Like, I didn't see you seeking my help. I asked if they might have took care of the situation. It might not have been that deep. They might have talked it out with themselves, figured it out within themselves, or they could still need my advice or need me to show up for them in some type of way. And I can be there for them. It's okay if you don't have the energy to give. Okay. You're not obligated to take care of nobody's emotions. especially when you ain't got shit to give. Big on the self-love though. With this Queen of Cups in reverse, big on self-love. You gotta give to yourself. Like how you be giving all of yourself out to these energies outside of you. Empress, give to your motherfucking self. Cause that's where your fulfillment really is. It's within you. Judgment. This is a judgment call upon your life. What is working, what is not, what can I do to change it? Because all of that shit, your fulfillment is on the other side of you putting yourself first. The Moon in reverse, like I said, you feel like there's no way out. Ten of Wands, like you're so burdened. There's so much on your plate. There's so much that you're experiencing right now. But let me tell you something, okay? You have the power to get out of it. You just gotta, with this Seven of Cups, you really gotta sit there and figure out what can you work with? What can I work with here to help better my situation? For real. We like to blame, we like to play the blame game, like, but when we realize, like, when you point the finger at somebody else, you giving that person your power. Because at the end of the day, nobody dictates what goes on in your life but you. So when you realize that you calling the shots, that the ball is in your motherfucking court, that you in charge, you can say, no more. I can't carry these burdens any further. These burdens are not mine to carry from the motherfucking get. So you are not obligated to carry anybody else's burdens. You are not obligated to accept anybody's toxic behavior. You're not obligated to stay at a fucking job that don't give a fuck about you and keeps you motherfucking miserable, bitch. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. Put yourself first. Like, okay, enough is enough. I've had enough of this. What can I do? What can you do? I think I'll make that my second video. My video after this. King of Pentacles. It's like, with the Ten of Cups, it's like, the abundance is within you. Your fulfillment is within you. But because you were giving out all of your power to sources outside of yourself, because, you know, you was so focused on keeping the peace outside of yourself, you neglected yourself on the inside. You neglected your inner well. You neglected your inner motherfucking orchard, bitch. So it's time to take all of your power back and give it back to yourself and nurture yourself. Like I said, the Two of Cups ain't about nobody else but you. This Lover's card is about you as well. Both masculine and feminine energies within you, restoring that inner balance. With the Justice card in reverse, it's about restoring that inner balance so that you can have the love and the fulfillment that you need within yourself. I was thinking about the Temperance card. I was like, didn't I have Temperance? Thank you, Spirit. Temperance always gives me the scales, which it would have been dope if they put the scales on. If they put the scales on the Temperance too, because they have the scales on the Justice card. But I digress. Yeah, it's like, you know what you want, you know what you deserve, like. And whether you're blinded to it at the moment or not, like I said, ball in your court, Wheel of Fortune. Whether you realize it and recognize it or not, you will once you sit down and you start asking those questions. Because don't nobody else have those questions but you. Can't nobody else ask those questions but you. You're very heartbroken right now. And if you need to sit in that energy for a while. But sit in that motherfucking energy by your motherfucking self. That's a lot. Yeah. Very hurt. The blockages, unfair fight at hand, yes. Like, you're very wounded right now. Very wounded energy right now. 3 Queens in reverse. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you're very wounded. You're very, very, very heartbroken by what you have experienced thus far. But you know what? That's not going to stop you. That's only going to help you. All the 3s. Like, once you start moving forward into your healing journey, ooh, Jesus. Once you start moving forward in your healing journey, it's like this. You go from heartbreak to taking that leap and figuring out what you can do and where what you can do to get you to where you need to be, to where your heart is no longer in this broken state. And then you realize that there are actually people out there who are fucking good, decent people who won't fucking hurt me. 333, by the way. That won't fucking hurt me. That don't always want to just take from me. You gotta choose, though. You have to choose. 222 as well. You gotta choose yourself. And you have to put yourself first with this Empress card. You have to put yourself first. This is a judgment call upon your life. What are you gonna do? You gotta keep, even if the answers don't show up right away, keep asking yourself, what am I gonna do? Death card. Hermit in reverse. He's like, what are you gonna do? I keep wanting to ask these questions over and over and over again. You really need to sit down and do some introspection. Really sit down, do some introspection, and ask yourself, what the fuck can I do? And that's the whole gist of this message. Excuse me. That's the whole gist of this message. To take accountability for your part to play in your own misery. Okay. I hold the power. I gave my power to somebody else. I allowed this to continue. I accept that. Now, what I choose to do is to figure out what I can do to get myself out of this energy and into a better one. Right? And you can start by asking that question over and over and over and over again. The motherfucking answers will come to you. That's why I keep asking them questions over. Everything is relevant in a reading. That's why I keep asking them questions over and over and over again. You got to keep asking yourself them questions because you the only one. You're the only one that has the motherfucking answers to the questions within you, Empress, Emperor. Like, is there anything else, Spirit? Make a list, okay? And when you make your list, Hierophant. Like, when you make your list of, don't be like, I can ask some, don't try to put things on your list that are out of your control. Only write things that are in your control. Let me give you an example. The Two of Cups usually pertains to a relationship. My relationship, my partner is toxic. They are abusive in whatever type of way that they're abusive, and my heart is broken, right? What can I do to get out of this relationship? First of all, you can break up with them. Break up with that motherfucker. Now, if they're not abusive and it's just like, they're going through what they're going through and things are rocky and things like that, okay, and, it's starting to be projected onto you and onto the relationship, what you can do is you can sit them down and say, okay, XYZ is not working, and you can ask them, what can we do together? What do you need from me? What do I need from you? Have a conversation with your partner to see, what y'all can do to fix the issue, right? Another one, you can take more time to yourself. If you're being smothered in your relationship, communicate that, set a boundary. It's okay to set a boundary with your significant other. It don't matter who the fuck it is, set that boundary. Babe, we've been spending a lot of time together and I feel like I don't have enough time for myself. I'm going to designate XYZ time to myself and I need you to respect that. Period. Set that boundary. So, My my next video will definitely be talking more about scenarios and what you can do in certain scenarios and what you can do in general to call your power back and, you know, to start taking control of your life again. Okay? So I hope that helped. Good luck. I love you. And yeah.